We were so prepared. And then this happened.
Heat wave's been freaking me out.
Sorry that I keep typing from your account.
It's fine. I just keep seeing messages I didn't send. I'm freaking out. Like, that's fine.
I'm a ghost.
I'm allowed to. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
looks
a
like
ghost
it's
in
running
my
okay now.
machine.
Are we seeing it?
I mean,
we're
there's
like,
still
but we're like very delayed.
Kind of. We are still cutting in and out. Deacon's right.
60% of frames are still dropping. Like, that's not a good number of frames to be dropping.
Am I safe to say this isn't an us problem and this is a Twitch problem?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Like, I can try and switch servers again, but yeah, if it's not going through from a new server, I could go further. It's just so sad to be sitting in here and none of us are individually having any issues.
Yeah.
I mean, you could push the server further, but then it's gonna strain the connection between you and the server.
Yeah.
So it'll cause a new issue the further you go.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I did hit record just in case. But if it is unwatchable, we could simply record and upload something later and still play, or take the next 2 weeks off. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
Just Twitch things, indeed.
I'll leave it to the democracy.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
you're part of the democracy, because otherwise we don't have.
I'd always like to play. I'm happy to stream, or I'm happy to just record. I'll make sure everything gets up like right after stream today.
Yeah, like we're already here, so.
Yeah.
I think this is also an argument for me to have access to one of our things so that we can test out backup sources when we need to.
Like absolutely. I can export the stuff and like send it to you.
Yeah.
It's just like you have to get everything set up.
Yeah.
And even if you do have it all set up, it's setting up like specific windows and stuff.
Yeah, no, but having them like set up for next time is maybe a good idea.
Oh, but the ads are coming in so flawlessly.
I just have, I know, right?
So crazy.
Like, of course, the ads come through.
Is this a new thing? Do I have to like subscribe to Twitch to be able to use it now?
No, like it's
No.
it's the heat wave. Like,
it's just this is just today, and this is I've experienced it in every single stream I've seen it today, and it's not happening with enough consistency that it's showing problems for the streamer. Like it's been like an experience for the watcher so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, looking at Down Detector, it's been like a weird little spike at like 2 p.m. and then it's stayed consistently up-ish since.
Oh, we're getting it. Seems good now.
Oh.
I've got a spinning wheel though.
Huh.
Okay.
No.
My vote would be that if I was gonna call you Tink. If Nick is recording, then let's just play. And like, the stream might suck for a hot minute here. It might work itself out and be fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
But either way, we'll have a version of it that is fine,
Here.
We can hear y'all, but every 10 seconds it freezes for a bit. Okay.
Hearing us is the most important part.
It is. It is.
We're basically a podcast, so
it's true.
Just two white guys with a podcast,
Yeah.
Is the freezing
for
causing is the freezing causing the audio to also drop though?
Yeah, like it might be, but like if we're recording, it doesn't matter because I'm getting everything just fine.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So it's like people might not be watching today, basically, but like we can still record it, we can still put it up, we can still play.
Right.
Hey, chat, can you hear us consistently?
No, is the answer.
No. We're
they
also
can hear
on
us
a huge delay.
inconsistently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're like at least a minute or two behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when these issues are happening and it's Twitch side, like everyone's getting additional lag as well. So
I would say we should probably make pin an announcement. Are we able to do that in this chat and just like leave, like Duke said, just leave it running and just, so people know it's like we're having issues. Go to this YouTube, watch it tonight with a popsicle.
Yeah. Okay, I'm typing something.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll stop typing what I was typing then. Since we're both posting from the same account.
No, I'm not.
Squinty eyes. Okay. I'm definitely in with you, Babs, that this is the heat.
Yeah, absolutely. I blame it on AI.
Oh, me too.
Mhm.
Yes, me too. Absolutely. I'm going to leave this pinned for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
That should take us through most of stream.
Yeah.
Then let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. We had paused on the introductions, in which case, Dani, would you like to take it away?
Oh yeah, it's me. I am Dani. I'm playing Yenna, who is a little summoner. I'm a freelance illustrator. You can find me at Vash Lane on Blue Sky and Tumblr. Question of the day. You're doing that now or later?
We're doing it now. Go for it.
Doing it now. Okay. Question of the day is what cat or dog does your character have a vibe of? And with some help from the rest of the cast, we've landed on Pomeranian for Yenna because she is a small dog. She does like to punch above her weight class though, and she is a princess.
And she does have pomitude.
Pomitude, yes, very important. Every Pomeranian I've ever met has been the sweetest dog, so it's very funny to me to think of them as being like, wah.
That's how I feel about Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas always get such a bad rap, and I'm like,
Yeah, they
oh,
really
but
do.
they're cute, sweet babies.
Yeah,
Sorry,
my man
Philip
is a
Rottweilers.
gentleman. My
We
chihuahua
had-
is a gentleman.
Had a Chihuahua Jack Russell Terrier mix, and that he was a nice dog, but also bit me a lot. So
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah. I mean, there is a dog on my floor who is a Pomeranian Papillon mix, and his name is Devastator. And
What
he
his
is
name?
Yes.
He's
such
amazing.
a sweetie pie. Just
He is.
Such a
absolute
good boy.
fuzzy gremlin.
Oh my god.
He's just an orb of fur that comes bounding towards you with a happy little face.
That's so cute.
Pure
He wants to
joy.
be your friend. He wants to be everybody's friend. He desperately wants to be Sedona's cat's friend.
I bet the cats love that.
Uh-huh.
We'll make it happen. It's gonna happen, I promise. Oh, okay. So I guess I'm next. Hi, I'm Sedona. I go by Anodesu on virtually everything. I'm an animator. I play Gwynn, who is studying to be a wizard at the moment, and she is very eepy. And as for her animal persona, I very tired black cat has been very much the vibe for her. I also really like there were some videos that went around of like there was a cat with a bunch of like really excited puppies, and she was like tolerating them, and I was like that feels like the vibe, like her just getting
That's many
rolled
Gwyn
over.
vibes. Yes.
Anyway, yeah, back to this turn.
Nice. Hi, everybody. I'm Babs. You can find me online at Mustache Babs. And I play Noelani, who's a rogue magus in our game. And I think Noelani's cat or dog energy is more cat-aligned, but hear me out, everybody. I don't know anything about cats, which is important for this tidbit. if you've seen those videos on the internet of like cats that think they're chickens, that's the energy where we're at with Noelani.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if I have seen those
I've
videos.
never seen that, but I want to.
I shall send it.
Hi everybody. I'm Dodger. I'm playing Yulie. Yulie is a halfling investigator. She's a nervous little bean, but she loves a good mystery. And I don't know. I think she's got a little bit of like Cocker Spaniel energy.
Okay.
Like
I see it.
Like a small dog that looks really cute but could run off at any moment to chase something or try to figure out what's going on in a completely different area.
Everything that's going on.
It has to know everything that's going on. Yeah, exactly. Some sort of a spaniel for sure.
Also a hunting dog, so really just like the idea of Yulie being like, I gotta go, I'm focused on the hunt, makes total sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
It's very good. Yenna
Sorry,
picture.
this thing that just got linked is very funny.
Yeah. And hello. I'm also changing the background in that moment. I'm Nick. I play Tink. I'm happy to report that our dropped frames are finally going down and the stream seems to have stabilized for now. It is in the green. So, fingers crossed. Thank you for sticking with us through that, everyone who hung out. And I play Tink. I am a high elf artificer, emphasis on high. He is a good boy who's never done anything wrong. And I think he's a golden doodle. I don't think this requires any explanation. They're too smart for their own good. They're very loyal. They're very like into like hanging out. You cannot let them get bored. For the love of God, do not let them get bored. Yeah, I just think that's his vibe.
I'm so surprised. I thought you were gonna say a cat for sure. I don't know what kind of cat, but
A sphinx. No.
There's always like Shibas, which are like a cat dog.
I was gonna say, I think the only cat would maybe be like a Siamese cat. They're very like calculating and they tend to only be like super into like two people.
No, I am so sorry. Tink would be a Bengal.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
And the house is destroyed.
Very high energy.
Yeah.
Heartfelt.
Very high energy, can and will unlock doors, gets into
yes.
everything, probably knows how to do science.
Tink
Bengals
can't be a cat. Can't be a cat because cats don't like to be as dirty as Tink is.
That's the thing, is I feel like there's just an overall thing about Tink that gives dog energy.
I agree.
I do like the suggestion of Shiba though, because Shibas are like, I need a job or I will freak the fuck out. If I'm with my people, I just want to be a couch potato. Also, I have a bad attitude.
I'll accept Shiba. I'll accept Shiba for sure.
Is there an NPC that you guys would like to know about?
Who do we know least about?
Not so few NPCs.
I know, we still haven't met. Like, we've got the cops.
Yeah.
How about let's do one of the cops.
Yeah, the beefling. Yeah.
Beefling.
Oh my god, you want to know about beefling?
Yeah.
Yes, always.
Everyone loves beefling.
If beefling were a dog, because let's be real, he's not cat vibes.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He would probably be a Saint Bernard.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice. Approved.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big, cuddly, will smother you. And also knows way too much about what's going on at any given moment.
Wonderful.
With that said, actually, our question of the day, if any of you are curious, is usually posted by Sleepy Turtle Cat, who is in chat right now, on our Discord, and we all join in. It's very nice. It's good vibes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very good. Beefling could also be a Maine Coon orange cat. I agree.
Oh
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but also the most dog-like of
Most
cats.
dog-like cat, yeah.
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 And with all of that out of the way, I do have to slip into a small safety warning, which is that Hellions does deal with adult themes, including but not limited to drug use, sexual themes, violence. If any of it becomes too much for you while you're watching, please feel free to step away, take a moment. If it's something that you would like to raise with us, again, you can reach us directly on our Discord, which I believe has just been linked in the chat.
Yes.
And yeah, just take care of yourselves. We have our safety measures. Please practice your own. Last week on Hellions of Carnocht, the kids were dealing with the consequences of a murder on school grounds. In heading back to the dormitory, they soon found themselves tracked down by 2 security guards who worked at the Lyceum at the school. And it came to light that they'd been put under house arrest. During the night that they were confined by the characters who have been so lovingly called Beefling and Yenna, but who are actually named Gwynn and Yenna, you had realized something strange was going on. Weird white shapes moved by the windows, and on further investigation, you saw horrifying creatures known as ghasts, necromantic experiments that had been set to guard the school grounds as part of its security system. This was information as well to Gwynn and Yenna, who seemed highly surprised at the veracity and violence of these ghasts. Sleeping out a restless night, you woke in the morning to the security guards being sent a strange message of code across their sending stones. I would like you all to roll insight. And Tink, I would like you to roll deception or performance.
On it.
Is that just perception? How do we
It
roll
is. It's
insight?
essentially, yeah.
Yes.
It's perception. I constantly forget the Pathfinder doesn't have it, because to me it shouldn't be bunched in with perception. But yeah, let's roll perception.
Good luck.
Oh, nat 20, nice.
First
I
roll
rolled
of the
bad.
day, nat 20.
Yeah.
yeah.
I had a
Crack
non.
It was so freaking close. I'm so mad.
Yeah, I literally would have had to hit my nat 20 for you to have not beaten that. Or yeah. Yeah, so Tink is very carefully saying nothing for now about the revelation that he has had. Oh dear. Yenna
The girl must
squints.
be reading.
Of all
That
the
was a
people to
very
pass that
point
check,
for me.
because meets it beats it.
Yep.
Yenna,
Hmm.
as that message comes across to the cops, you notice that both Gwynn and Yenna are wearing strange expressions that quickly get schooled into blankness. But Tink also looks like he's heard something that, maybe he didn't want to hear, and immediately tried to act casual. No one else around you seems to have noticed. But as Gwynn skitters out of the room and Yenna stays behind, the tolling of the bell on the school grounds continues.
Sidle over to Tink, kind of like pull on his pant leg and be like, Crook's finger, come here.
He will like shuffle down. I think he's still kind of wrapped up on the couch. So he's not too far away from you, at least, height-wise.
Oh, okay. You just climb up on the couch and stand next to him.
Stand next to the boy who is sitting, and you are the same height, yes.
Yeah, basically. Just be like, hey, what does that mean?
We shouldn't. You don't want to know right now.
Do I want to know later?
Probably not, to be frank.
So might as well just tell me now.
I'm gonna roll stealth as I try to speak quietly, because my stealth is very bad. Yep.
Go
no.
for it.
Perfect. So with an 8 stealth.
Yep.
Anybody who would like to re-roll that perception roll, please go for it.
Tink whispers.
We're all in the room.
Yeah, Tink whispers, they found another body. So have fun with that.
I rolled the exact same number. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Why does your dice only have 2 rolls programmed in it?
Oh my god. Yeah. Eyes get real big, and she's just like, oh. Well, I guess I'm glad to know, but not that glad. She just like plops down on the couch and just like, I don't know what to do now. That's a lot.
I will say you have all heard what he just said.
Oh yeah.
So go for it.
Yeah, I think like at sort of like peeking up the like someone else, like Noelani's like, that can't be good, right? That means that the investigation is not gonna end up anytime soon, right? She's like looking at everybody.
I mean, it also means that we're cleared of suspicion. Because we've been here.
Oh,
Right.
I mean,
They said we weren't. I mean, they didn't say we weren't. They didn't say we didn't do anything. And Noelani's like processing. It's like, how could we possibly
in real
be?
time? Like, wait a minute.
Wait, I'm a good girl.
You were never under suspicion. You were under suspicion?
Yeah. Were we being suspicious? We were being suspicious.
I don't think we were. I think they were just being overly cautious.
And I mean, keeping us, house arrest is a great reason to not be wandering out with the guests around, right?
Right. We're just a special timeout.
You hear a soft clearing of the throat.
Yeah.
As Yuna, tapping her foot, leans against the wall, looking at you all. She'd left for a second while seeing Gwynn off. But it appears as though she caught just enough to be staring daggers at Tink. Exactly how long have you been able to tell what these codes are? What do you think you're doing?
I want to know what's going on at the school.
That's none of your business. That's why they're codes.
I am here. It's absolutely my business.
Oh, yeah, all right. And what are you going to do about it? Sit here and worry? Is it worth it? Or do you have other reasons for needing to know?
Let me just assume I have to roll some more dice here. That will be a 21 deception. It's just idle curiosity. Who doesn't read a manual once in a while?
All right, well, That's a hell of a hobby you picked up. I wouldn't be practicing it all around the place, especially not with this sort of thing going on. You might overhear something you don't want to.
I mean, I
Like
just did.
this. Exactly. God, you kids are more trouble than you're worth. She scrubs a hand down her face and just looks at you all.
So,
Did you also overhear that we've been told to keep you here for the rest of the day?
It's just
more?
No.
Are they
but-
setting those things out again, or is this some other weird reason that may or may not mean you think we may or may not be suspicious?
Roll perception. Anybody who would like to.
I can't roll a 4 a third time.
You want to bet?
It's okay. I rolled your 14.
Oh, thank you.
so you got to get a different roll now.
I did get a different roll.
Yeah, mine was worse. So we switched traits with traits.
Okay.
Oh
Right.
no.
Not
Oh,
that,
oh, Yenna.
Yenna.
Oh,
Not on
no.
that one.
Oh,
Right.
baby.
Gwynn?
Oh, I
Yulie?
rolled. Yeah, I'm here. 20.
Oh.
Did it not? Yeah.
Oh no, I
23.
know. I'm
You're
I'm
good.
about to answer you. I'm
Yeah.
about to
Oh,
tell you
sorry.
what you guys have seen.
We're getting information.
Sorry, I had all these technical issues on my end, so I was panicking. Yeah,
You're doing great. You're doing great.
I'm doing so good.
You see the composure in Yenna's face cracks the moment that Noelani mentions some other reason for keeping you under house arrest. It's just
Yuna's
the
face.
barest little. Yes, Yuna's
Okay.
face.
Just making
Sorry.
sure.
I was like, I do what now?
What does Yenna know?
I'm so sorry.
Yenna.
Let me just
Yenna,
take my
Yuna,
brain out
Gwynn,
and
Gwynn.
scrub it and pop it back in. Okay, we're good.
Mhm,
Their
mhm.
names are really similar, to be fair. So it's fine.
Mhm.
It's just the faintest twitch of her brow and a slight pulling down of her mouth, but you get the impression that she's under orders that they haven't mentioned.
Mm.
The rest of you don't catch that. You just catch the fact that Yuna is becoming more and more miffed the more Noelani speaks.
That's fair.
Oh. No, Lonnie, no.
I think at most Gwen's just gonna like slightly narrow her eyes, but she's gonna hold her tongue for the time being.
Look, all I'm saying is that if you want to remain safe, listen to us. I don't know why this is so hard for you to understand and obey.
It's difficult for us because it's been our first day and a lot has happened and we just want some answers and to tell us that we're continuing to be watched, that we need to be stuck here for even longer, potentially. What, tomorrow are you also going to say you need to keep watching us? Like,
Maybe.
what is going on? I would like to use my feet pointed question.
Nice.
Go for it.
Yes.
She can attempt to lie to me,
Mhm.
but I get a +4 to perceiving if it's a lie or not.
Okay.
It is a diplomacy check against her will. It's the same thing that I tried to do the day before.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Come on, homie. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. 27.
Hellions.
Wow.
Whoa.
That is a number. Hot dang.
Let's go.
As Yuna opens her mouth to reply to you, you immediately know that she's lying. Just something about the set of her face and the expression that she holds. This is not the truth. You'll be where we tell you to be for as long as we need you to be sure that none of you are getting involved in this mess. For all we know, you could be the murderers.
Really? Really?
How could we have done that? We've been here all night without supplies. That's more what I'm worried about. If you're expecting us to stay here another day, shouldn't
You could
you
be
be
in
providing?
cahoots.
With
We
who?
just met.
And that, I believe, is a lie. Noelani, please roll deception.
We did just meet.
We did just meet. Yeah.
You've met another time
Yeah, but like,
before school started.
but are we attributing like a length of time? Like it's
I think what Noelani means is we don't
it's the
know
familiarity
each other,
of
really.
it. Like,
I feel like there's
Okay,
no
all right,
intent
that's
to
very
deceive
fair.
yeah,
for this to be called a lie. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like we're not being like technically we met months ago, but that's not what we're trying to say. Like I don't.
yeah.
Yeah. I think she's
I would
getting
still
at
like
like
you to
when could
roll
we
a
have possibly-
diplomacy.
Absolutely, no, absolutely. I would not contest the roll. It was a 24, but she's definitely
Okay.
coming at the angle of like I've not like when could I have possibly like planned 2 murders with people that I've just barely met.
There's definitely something to the set of Yenna's shoulders that says, for all that she's spouting so much hot air, of Yuna's shoulders. I'm sorry. My
It's okay,
DM brain
we
is not
understand.
working today.
We get it.
That for all she's spouting this hot air, she definitely doesn't believe a single word that she's saying, and she throws up her hands for a moment. It's like, if you're so dead set on going to class, you're gonna be tailed by us.
That's fine.
Honestly,
want.
yeah.
Fine. Thank you.
Sure.
We don't
What
have a lot
class
of
is she
food in
got?
here.
Our class is not canceled then?
No.
Oh,
They told us
okay.
over the sending stones that things are carrying on as normal, but you were supposed to still remain under house arrest.
Wait, so is it just us then? Not anyone else on campus?
Roll persuasion, Gwynn.
Also,
Diplomacy,
Tink,
please.
Tink is making direct eye contact with Yuna as Gwyn asks this.
Well, I rolled a natural 20.
Lovely.
Incredible.
Get it.
You see that the hard line Yuna has pressed her mouth into wavers. And then her eye twitches. And then her mouth wavers a little bit more and her shoulders just drop. Look, we weren't supposed to reveal it, but there's a couple of you within this group who the school has vested interest to keep safe. So yes, it's just you.
Looks around at everyone.
Wouldn't that be all of us?
How's
Tink's
everybody's
just-
performance checks going right now?
I mean, I think Tink gives like a huge roll of his eyes. Like he just looks like so done with this school. But
Yenna
yeah,
is looking at Tink. Just is.
I mean, if I have to roll a deception for rolling his eyes, I'll do it.
I mean, you it's entirely up to you.
I'm gonna
but
say
Yulie
roll a sleight of
squinting at
hand.
everyone.
A sleight of hand. No, I don't think he's trying to hide that he's
No.
like
Okay.
exasperated.
Oh, wait. Do I hold on? Do I know Noelani, are you technically like royalty? I'm trying to remember what your situation
Yeah,
is.
I'm like a diplomat's kid. I haven't. I don't think we've like talked about it, but she's not hiding it.
Oh, okay. I
in
couldn't
this- in this
remember if you
particular
had
thing.
said something about it.
Yeah.
I don't think
You
it's come
saw
up
like
yet.
my stuff get delivered by pixies. Like there is
That's
something
right.
going on.
That's
with
right.
me.
That's what
And
it
it was all very fine stuff.
Yeah.
Yulie would look at Noelani then.
Yeah, and Noelani's like, wouldn't you want to protect all of us? You know, she's giving like, yeah, you want to keep all of us safe because we're paying tuition.
Look, in an ideal world, yeah, I'd like to keep all of you safe. Every single one of you. But unfortunately, that is now the opposite the school think, is it? Some of you have provided a bit more dosh than others.
I'd say that's
Points
pretty
at,
stupid
stares
way
at Yenna.
to pretty stupid way to decide who gets to live or die, as it were.
I also don't go here, so I don't know why I'm on a priority list.
I'll be completely honest with you, love. You ain't on the priority list, but you were here.
Okay, I really want to talk to my guardian now.
I love that.
Since I'm not on the priority list.
Yenna's problem with this. Why aren't I the one getting special treatment?
Yeah, yep. Priority list until she realizes she's not on it.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, excuse me. Well,
oh, wait a minute.
I don't have to fucking listen to this.
You were just here, love, and we were told to make sure anybody in this dorm room at the time was to stay here. But your name ain't one of the ones that were given.
Okay. Look. My concern right now is about falling behind so early on in the term. If things are going as normal out there, could you please help facilitate us getting our homework, getting notes, communicating with our teachers, please?
I can try.
That would I would be much more willing to just sit tight if you could do that for me, please.
All right, but I'm locking you in.
Of course.
I'll stay with Yulie too. If you can get me homework and notes from the lectures, I'm fine with that.
She looks at the other three of you.
I don't know the laws here enough to know if you're able to just detain us.
I do think Tink
I'll get your guardian, shall I?
Sorry, what did you say, Dia?
I'll get your guardian, shall I?
I would love that. That is literally the only thing I've asked you to do.
Right, and we sent him a message last night.
Yeah, during the Ghast invasion. So I'm sure that totally got there.
All due respect, I also didn't know about that, and I was not expecting that shit.
So, totally got a guy killed, probably?
Probably.
Cool. Good job.
Thanks, I already feel guilty enough about it without you tossers teasing me about it.
We're trying to cooperate. I think maybe we got in the wrong foot. We haven't had breakfast. You know, probably our sugar levels are all set out of whack. You're under a lot of stress. I understand that. I get it. But you must understand how we're feeling too, right? I mean, you're making decisions that we are not really being privy about, and we were just kind of expecting to go about our days.
Roll diplomacy.
Yeah. Oh, baby, that's a 25.
Beautiful. Yuna's face twists for a moment, very much in almost a snarl, before you see the fight sort of leave her. And she just gives a heavy sigh. Look, you're right. I'm under a lot of stress. Outside of all this nonsense, too. And on top of that, I'm having to deal with the insults coming from one side of your entourage and the other. So give me 10 minutes to see if I can go and get your homework, or go and get assignments from your teachers, or maybe permission that you can go to class.
Thank you. We'd appreciate it. And we appreciate all that you're doing. I'm sure this is not your usual station, and this is above and beyond what you probably thought your duties were.
Thank you.
As far as locking us in, there are other people in this dorm. Like, not currently, but they probably want to come back if they weren't able to last night.
Then do I have your word that you'll stay put if I leave?
Yeah.
I'm alarming the door. I'll know if any of you go out. And she turns, and you see her lay down a spool of gold thread by the door, and it sinks into the floorboards to leave a gold line.
Mhm.
As she shuts it. You have 10 minutes before she comes back. What are you doing?
Okay, we need to figure out how to get out of here.
Tink points to the window.
Yeah, I was like, she didn't alarm the window.
No, I know, but I mean, if this is going to continue and if we have to keep putting up, some sort of a ruse like we're staying here all the time, we need to have multiple ways to get out.
Yeah.
Right. Is there anywhere we could go to know more? Tink, you looked like you knew about their codes. Is there anybody we could talk to that would tell us more about why we're under house arrest? This feels like a letter from the administration should have been received or notified to us.
Wait. Tink, you're an inventor, right? You can make things.
Theoretically.
Could you make something, I don't know, sort of like a sending stone, something that could that we could listen through, that we could plant on her?
Like an open... I can try. Not in 10 minutes, I can tell you that.
No,
I
but
can
just
try.
If we're going to get answers, they're not ever going to tell us anything straightforward. That's really clear. But they clearly are talking to each other.
We could just get like a receiver that could help.
Oh, it's like a receiver for the security sending stones? Just...
Yeah. We don't need to talk to them. We just need to be able to hear what they're saying.
Just need to listen. Yeah. Who is
So if I
your
could just
sorry. Yenna, who is your guardian?
Oh, Balthazar Klein. He's the artificing professor.
Oh,
He's new.
Oh, that's why you're here. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just here because he's here. And I didn't want to stay on the like at home.
That's fair.
So I've just been wandering around campus since since I got here.
I would like you all to roll perception, please.
Absolutely. I'd also love to ask DM.
Yes.
Since last session, I basically established that I had potentially ways to eavesdrop on security. Do I have any of that I could like activate right now that technically I maybe could activate in the 10 minutes that she's gone?
Nice.
Are you asking me if you already have a set up sending stone interference system?
Yeah, if I have my ham radio. Yeah. I'm fully my fantasy ham radio that I talked about last week.
Roll a percentile die.
Okay. $80.
God damn it. I was like, anything over 75, and I feel like, yeah. Are you coming with an 80?
So yeah, I feel like as Yulie expands on it, like as she gets away from like planting something on her and on just to like, well, what if we could just hear them? I think Tink will like kind of hold up a finger and run out of the room. Just like I'll be right back.
I will say, Tink, this is stuff that you haven't used since last year.
Absolutely.
It's not set up for the frequencies that the security are using right now. They change it every semester. So I will require several intelligence rolls from you on the go if we're doing this.
Sounds good. Yeah, like it makes sense. Someone keeps listening in on their broadcasts.
Everybody else, those perception rolls, are they in chat?
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
23.
Okay. You hear the tiniest tapping against one of the windows.
Close
And
to
if you've
look.
got particularly keen hearing, you may have just heard my cat yell.
Yeah, I did hear that actually. Came through for once.
That's impressive.
What's towards the window?
Okay. Yeah, you all heard it apart from Yenna.
Yenna's
And
busy.
and Tink, who ran
Yenna's
out of the
busy.
room.
And Tink, who ran out of the room, of course. But the rest of you look towards the window and see a small mechanical owl scratching against the pane of glass.
Ooh, do I recognize this?
You're not
I
looking
don't-
at the window. You didn't
I mean,
hear
I'm looking at it. Just kidding.
I think yeah.
Might
I think
you?
Noelani
I think
points it out because it's new to her, and she's like, "Is that another thing the school uses to communicate with people?" Gwynn, who's the only one that would have experience in this room with it.
Yeah, Gwynn's gonna shake her head and be like, not that I've seen, but
Okay.
kind of feels like something
Yulie will
Tink
open
would
the
know
window.
more about. Yeah, so long as it's not another guest, I don't care.
Fair.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Yulie opens the window if she can.
You see that the little owl had kind of really been building up a huff. But the moment that you open the window, it zooms through. Oh! Thank you, thank you. I had been waiting out there for far long enough. Madam Yenna, Mistress Yenna.
Oh, hi.
Yenna, you do recognize this little owl. You know this little owl pretty well. This is Archimedes, who is Balthazar's pet. You're not exactly sure what the relationship between Balthazar and this tiny owl is, but it does live in your guy's house.
It's his little
Rent
guy.
free. It's his little guy.
It's
Yeah.
his little guy.
Yeah.
A
It's
lot
his
of
little
little
guy.
guys. A lot of little guys.
The little
you're
guy
saying.
who is currently hopping and almost doing a little impatient dance on the table in front of you.
I will pick him up because that's totally what he wants.
The moment that he's picked up, his little claws clench around your arm
Mhm.
and he settles into place. Mistress Yenna, I have been sent post haste with a message of great importance. We did not
Mhm.
receive a missive from you last night, and you were not home at the specified curfew. We were indeed very worried. However, I ran into some difficulties trailing across the grounds last night. Are you aware that there were monsters?
Unfortunately, yes. They tried to grab her. Points at it was Yulie that got almost grabbed out of the window, or Gwynn. I cannot remember.
It was
Oh my
Gwynn.
It was
It
Gwynn.
was
Gwynn,
Gwynn.
yeah.
Gwyn.
Okay.
It was
Yeah.
Gwynn because Gwynn took damage over it.
Oh gosh, God!
Gwen's
I'm
the
the only
tank.
person taking damage, like
Yeah, Gwyn had a rough one,
constantly.
dude.
Jesus.
Girl's
Uh,
unlucky.
Poor Gwyn. But yeah, yeah.
Well, I
They
am
almost
very
got
glad that they
me.
didn't hurt you then.
I am also very glad. How's Oppa? Is he okay?
Your uncle as well.
Okay, that's good.
He's just
Okay.
incredibly worried, as are we both.
I figured he would be, which is why we tried.
We need to set up a better system for this. This
Well,
can't happen again.
He could give me a setting stone, which I've asked for.
He could indeed give you a sending stone. However, they are currently in major use across the grounds, and therefore it is rather difficult to set up a closed system. At least that's
No.
what he said.
That's fair. You should peck him until he figures it out. He's supposed to be smart.
You see the little owl evilly looks at Yenna. What a wonderful idea, Mistress Yenna.
I have that sometimes. Can you tell him that I'm stuck here in the storm room
But of
with
course.
some friends because apparently they're worried about not me, but some of the people in here getting murdered.
Pointed, not me.
Apparently it's okay. I was just here.
Ah, I see. Undone by fate. Well, I shall indeed inform your guardian.
Thank you. You give him like
The
little
nitwit has
scritches.
been in a tizzy. Oh, the moment that you offer scritches, Archimedes is all up in that shit. His little mechanical feathers ruffle and flatten as you kind of give him a little scritch.
I'm sure he's very stressed. He gets like that.
Would you like me to pass him a message?
Tell him I'm fine. I'm probably going to be okay. Tell him that we're being held under house arrest. In theory, for our safety.
Are you in need of aid to escape? He
If
spins
that's an
his little
option.
head all the way around. I could provide assistance.
When he's spinning his head around, he would see that Yulie is staring at him like she's just watching a Disney cartoon. Like she is fascinated by him.
It's not unlike that. It's very much. Do you guys know the little mechanical owl from ye olde stop motiony days? I'm trying to remember what movie it's from.
Stop motion mechanical owl.
Is it Jason and the Argonauts?
I don't know. All I can think
Clash
of
of the
is
Titans?
Mr. Owl. How many
Clash
leaps
of the
does it take
Titans.
to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
I'm just imagining Archimedes from Sword in the Stone.
Yes.
It is very much, and we must share this upon stream, so I shall put it in Roll20 so that chat
you can
also
put it
knows.
in the chat or in Roll20, yeah.
Yeah. Easier said than done.
I didn't know his name was Boobo.
Yeah, his name was Boobo.
Boobo. He's a good owl.
Why is this so hard? Roll20, what are you doing? Okay, I cannot put it in chat. Chat, it's just a little silver and gold mechanical owl. If you Google Clash of the Titans owl, it will come up.
Oh,
But he's just a lovely little guy.
it's just a little guy. Yeah. Hearing him offer an option to escape, we'll kind of turn to the other people like, is that a thing you want to do? Because I'm going to leave.
We're gonna have to come back. We live here. Noelani's just motioning at everything. I worry what kind of trouble we could get if when we come back. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, we do want to get out of here. I didn't come all the way to Carnocht just to stay in a dorm.
It's true. I would. Well, What do you think the chances are that they would just call me the murderer if I left?
I mean, they were willing to make us all suspects over the assumption of cahoots. So it's starting to seem to me like the legal system is maybe a little, how do you say, flimsy
I doubt
here?
very much that you were being considered an actual suspect.
Well, the lady said we were, and she's supposed to be the authority.
Yeah.
So, in theory, under her authority, we're supposed to stay here.
How detestable. This is why I don't like police.
It's because they're all corrupt, isn't it? More scritches.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is indeed. Please continue, Scritches. His little tail is like wagging up and down.
Yeah. At this
I
point,
can be sent to gather things.
I think it would be really helpful if you happen to grab us potentially some helpful things. Actually, I'm just gonna take Archimedes to the other room to be like, Tink, do you need things?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to be like,
we
Tink,
would
do you need
follow.
this? Just offers
We're
an
all
owl.
just going. We're just following the owl.
No.
Tink, Yenna enters the room with a small owl. It's one of the finest pieces of machinery you have ever seen.
I was gonna say he was doing something and was about to say something about it and turns around and she's like, oh my god, you are beautiful. Where did this come from?
This is Archimedes.
My goodness, you can continue that talk if you wish to. I am beautiful.
Oh, but
I am
so
majestic.
I'm gonna pinch his beak.
Yeah, he's like if Archimedes doesn't shy away, like running fingers over little feathers and just like back and forth looking at the crafting and stuff. He fully has not registered a word that Yenna said.
Snaps fingers at him.
Archimedes seems like he was 100% on board until you start like lifting his wings up to look at the mechanics, and all of a sudden he starts like trying to wiggle away.
Yeah. I'm gonna snap my fingers into Tink's face like, hey, pay attention.
I am.
To me, moron.
What?
Archimedes could grab things if you need things.
Things.
Do you need anything for your thingy that you're doing?
DM, do I need anything for my thingy that I'm doing?
Roll intelligence.
Okay. Just straight intelligence, not like crafting or anything.
Engineering, actually, if you can.
Lovely. That's a 22.
You have the majority of things, but if you could get some sort of magical read on what signal they're using, that would make everything so much easier.
Steal a sending stone from a police officer.
Does Yenna say that?
Well, I think Tink might.
Yeah?
Yeah. If I had one of the sending stones that they're using, it would be really easy to find the frequency.
Mission understood. And Archimedes will launch into the air from Yenna's arm.
Oh, okay.
I shall be back shortly. If you hear of any incidents in which a police officer is knocked out, it's not my fault. And he zooms out. Yulie, a small owl just rockets past you as fast as he entered the room.
I'm just gonna be like,
okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
you have 5 minutes before Yuna comes back. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Can I ask some clarifying questions about the layout of the dorm?
Of course.
Okay, so the situation is like there's a door that leads to this collection of dorm rooms.
Yes.
So
essentially, for me to lay it out for you, you walk into the dorms, there is a large common room, and on a corridor to the right leads to a hallway off of which each of the dorm rooms are attached.
Okay.
Your second right is the kitchen. Off of the main common room. It's like a little C shape.
Okay.
Did that help?
It did. I was trying to figure out if there's a lock that I could purposefully sabotage that wouldn't maybe put us in danger in a future episode.
There is a door to the hallway, and the door that has been alarmed is the main door to the common room.
Okay. And when we were under house arrest overnight,
yes,
they had us in our rooms specifically, or we just had to stay in the dorm?
You specifically were all in Tink's room, wherein Beefling had carried an entire couch.
Right.
No. We were in
No,
the
it
girls'
was
room.
it was the girls'
The
room.
girls' room.
Oh, it
because
was.
Yeah.
You're right.
We
Yes.
had a clean room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Sorry.
That couch wouldn't fit in Tink's room. Are you kidding me?
That's very true. Not with everything else he's got in there.
Okay. I'm not going to do what I was going to do.
Okay.
To clarify.
I shall just sit in curiosity for the rest of my life.
I do think now that Tink doesn't have to focus on finding the frequency on the Fantasy Ham radio, he definitely still considers just leaving, but then he's like, no, I said I'd do this thing. But he is going to, I think, just like grab a few things from around his room. He's like clearly looking through like some jewelry and stuff like that. Like he's just off in his own little world. If people are in there, he's not like get out, but he's truly not interacting.
Noelani, Gwynn, is there anything that you would like to do?
I think for the most part, Gwen's kind of resigned to her fate. She's not in any huge rush at the moment. She'll basically follow the chaos wherever it goes, I'm sure.
Has she
I
even
think
gotten
right
out
now
of bed
she's
at this point?
I think she's nursing her coffee. She's just been watching all of this and like the chaos and just cannot bring herself to like give more than 2 shits at the moment.
I mean, at least she gives 2 shits.
It's true. She has been paying attention.
Good. I think Noelani's probably making a bag. I think under the assumption that, okay, like, I don't want to leave in such a rush that we wouldn't be prepared, but she's like, okay, well, I guess if we're leaving one way or another, might as well bring something to take notes with. And she'll, from the living room, from the common room, sort of make her way to their dorm and, you know, pack her little school bag.
In which case, I would like you to roll just general survival to see what you guys would need if you left. Or are you specifically packing school bag?
I think she's not planning to like let's run away from home. She's thinking school bag, like not maybe not all her books, but definitely something to write stuff with if somehow she ends up at a lecture, but more like, okay, if I need to lay low in the city of Carnocht or like show up at mom's unannounced because I got kicked off of the campus, some assorted, like gotta go around the city things.
Okay, that is something that you can absolutely do. I won't
Yeah.
make you do any rolls for that.
All right. Yeah, like she's not being like we gotta pack the mace and pack the leather, like the shields and stuff. Like that's not what she's thinking.
Yulie, is there anything that you would like to do? Other than your terrible lock idea?
Other than stare at the locks and change her mind a million times over whether or not she was gonna ruin school property.
I love how quickly our very happy-go-lucky new students who are so excited for school are like, man, fuck this place.
Got
We gotta get out of here
radicalized.
first.
But
We gotta get out of here first.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think it is that. It's like I came all the way here to go to school. Let me go to school.
Let's
Yeah,
go to the library.
Really, the only reason anybody is mad is because, like, we just want to go to class, you fucks.
Yeah.
Literally.
Let us out.
Yeah, Yulie will pack up her bag like she's going to class.
Actually, can Gwyn like kind of be sauntering between them while they're getting ready?
Yeah.
pointedly not getting ready and be like, "Are you gonna take the stone or anything?"
Wait, to me?
Oh no, like
Oh, yeah.
to Yulie
Tink,
and
yeah, Tink has the
Tink.
stone, I
Oh,
think.
Tink has the stone. I
Yeah.
don't know if Gwynn caught where he shoved it, so I
Yeah,
think
I don't
she
think
just
so.
Oh, yeah.
assumes that the people handling it last probably have it. So she'll inquire to
Mhm.
Yulie and Noelani.
I don't have it. I mean, we don't even know what it does. Is it gonna do that thing Tink got it to do yesterday?
Oh, right. We should.
Were we gonna return it, or that was
We
the plan, wasn't it?
we should. Yes, absolutely.
But not
Um,
not to those two. I think with those two, if we give that, if we give it to them, we're just gonna give them
Yeah,
more
that's
reason
gonna
to
look.
keep us here for the rest of the semester.
Yeah,
yeah.
that would look suspicious.
But we should bring it.
It-
Yeah.
Tink
Hmm?
looks for Tink. Do you still have the stone that we were doing messing around with?
He nods and like eyes dart to the door as if like checking to see if they're coming back.
Oh yeah, it's getting close.
Yeah.
It is indeed getting close. Roll perception.
Dirty 20.
Roll.
You can hear bickering down the hallway that sounds an awful lot like both of them.
But now Yulie and Noelani have bags.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I have it.
Okay. I think we're gonna try to give it back.
When?
Or
To who?
now. I don't know.
To-
When's the one who found it?
What? I mean,
Like back.
Just bring
to-
it with us. Just
Yeah. But I just
Yeah.
I'm not giving anything that might have any hint of my likeness and be related to this to
mhm.
them. And he'll put it in whatever bag he has.
Yeah.
Quickly.
This does logically mean that you're all planning to go to the infirmary, correct?
Tink was always planning on going to the infirmary.
or something.
Yeah.
Or something.
Either Balthazar's office or the infirmary, or where
Yeah.
do they keep fresh bodies around here? Question mark.
Yeah. That was Yenna's thing. It's like, wait, we're taking it back to the dead person?
I can bring it to the infirmary.
At this when we're gone.
I will say, just as you hear the latch of the front common room door open, a
Mhm.
small pouch gets thrown through a window that you left open for the owl.
We sure
Tink will
did.
also throw that in a bag really quickly. Just a couple of
Yulie-
rocks.
Yulie chucks her backpack off. If they're opening the door, chucks off backpack, leans against wall, looks cool.
It's so normal right now.
So normal. I've been like this the whole time.
We're so normal.
Just vibing.
Anyone acting normal, I need a performance check from you, please.
I mean,
Yeah, no problem. I have a +0 in that.
Oh, not one, baby. Let's go.
Beautiful. Can Gwynn actually be acting normal? Because I feel like she hasn't done anything super duper sus.
I feel like
I mean,
Yenna is just
Noelani
standing
is
there,
acting
so
normal.
yeah.
It's like Noelani's like in Noelani's brains. It's like, well, they said they were gonna take us to class, maybe. So what else would we do but be ready for that?
Did you actually roll it out one?
Yeah. No, I super did.
Oh my god.
no.
You and I shouldn't be allowed to roll dice, dude.
Chose the wrong game, friends.
That is a nat 1 and a 5.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Gwynn and Yenna, I don't feel like you necessarily. Yenna, do give me a performance if you are attempting to be normal.
I feel like I'm not doing anything. Like people are getting back. I have a purse, so I'm just standing with my purse.
That's very fair. Okay, you don't have anything to like take away with you.
No,
You hear the bickering of Yuna and Gwynn in the hallway heading towards the room that you are all currently in. Look, I promised them that I would at least try. You don't even have to roll for it. Like, they are being loud. And Gwynn is like, yeah, all right. You promised them that we'd try. We tried. It's not going to happen. I honestly don't see what the problem is. We are here to keep them safe. They should be thankful for that. Yenna, Archimedes immediately tumbles into you after the pouch got thrown through the window.
Oh, okay. Going to grab him and just like be sort of confused for a second, and then honestly, who's got a bag?
Noelani has a bag and Yulie has a bag.
Just
And
gonna
I
Tink
think,
has
yeah.
a bag.
shove him directly into Yulie's bag. I'm like, shh,
Yes.
be quiet.
Yeah, perfect. I also love that
I should
because
be the
Yulie,
quietest of quiet.
Yulie like just threw the bag as well. So I like to think I just happened to throw it next to you.
Yeah.
He's just like, get in there. Shut the fuck up.
You see the rattle of the handle on the other side of the door, and then immediately hear the crackle of ascending stone flaring to life. Another series of numbers is given through, and you hear Gwynn snort in laughter. Tink, roll a society check for me, please.
Boo. I got 13.
Yeah, you don't quite know what that code meant, but you hear Gwynn immediately turn around and be like, look, they're a bunch of teenagers. I don't know how hard it can be to kind of handle them. I say it's fine. I'm going to go and see what the fuck happened to Johnson. And he's gone. Yuna, however, just sighs long-sufferingly and politely knocks before opening the door.
Yeah, I think
Come in.
based on our previous performance checks, we are all standing so nonchalantly.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
We're
It's
ready
crazy.
for class.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
not
as
suspicious
she
at all.
comes in, Yulie falls over. chose a position to pose in to look cool that was so uncomfortable that she just tumbles out of it instantly.
To be fair, that has the unintended side effect of having Yuna run towards you and be like, oh my god, are you alright?
Fine. Yes, of course. I was just hanging out with my new friends.
Alright. Okay.
Did you find out if we can go to class?
I did, unfortunately. There's nothing I can do. They really don't want you guys out there.
But what about our assignments or anything?
I can get your assignments, and I can promise that the head of the school is coming to have a talk with you. Try and lay things out and see if there's anything that they can do to make you stay more comfortable. But for now, the most I can do is stay in the common room and give you your space.
Have I had breakfast?
No, you haven't. There was only
Okay.
coffee offered.
Yeah.
In character, she is asking, can
Oh,
we
yeah.
have
Oh,
breakfast?
okay.
Yeah.
Ah, sorry, I misheard the can. Yuna like looks a little bit taken aback and is like, yeah, I suppose I can goober that.
Goober.
Goober.
Okay.
You see her take out her sending stone, not the school one necessarily.
Her personal cell.
Mm-hmm. What do you fancy? There's a few places in town. Croissants? Pancakes?
Pancakes.
Pancakes sound great. Yeah.
All right. And I'll get some vegetables.
Hmm. Who has vegetables for breakfast?
I mean, presumably we will also need lunch.
Well, let's just handle breakfast first, she says as she heads off into the common room. She leaves the door ajar. What are you all doing?
I feel like at this point, maybe we shuffle into Tink's room and close the fucking door.
If that is what happens, he'll just kind of look around and be like, so what, are we leaving?
I mean, what about...
I mean, pointed back. Can you do the thing outside, or do you need to be here?
I don't know how portable this machine is. That would be a DM question.
That would be a crafting roll.
To be fair, we do just have one of their sending stones right now, so that is a pretty portable version.
That is a pretty portable version, but if you're trying to take your previous machine, I need a crafting roll to see how bulky it was.
25.
Okay. It's not the bulkiest thing in the world. It would take some carrying, but it would fit in a normal size backpack, so it's fairly portable.
Yeah, he'll kind of gesture to it and go like, I mean, I have bags big enough. It's easiest if it's here, but exactly where is everyone planning to go?
I don't know.
If lectures have started for the day, I was going to see if I could find my uncle, which Archimedes clearly knows. Archimedes! It's just like a rip open in Yulie's bag.
I'm being quiet as quiet can be.
Thank you. You did so good.
I did do so good, didn't I?
You did.
Yes. He ruffles proudly.
Pick him up out of there.
He looks very happy to have been picked up. He also holds up in one little claw a sending stone.
Oh, thank you.
As requested.
Thank you.
What was in that
Wait.
bag then?
So the little pouch was different?
Yeah, the little pouch was different.
I think as soon as Tink sees Archimedes hold up the sending stone, he roots around for that little bag. That little pouch.
Yeah.
What's in it?
First off, the pouch is tied magically. The moment that you try to open it, it doesn't seem like it wants to.
Oh. Can I tell at a glance if it's like a general lock or a like certain people can buy? I mean, I guess that's kind of like with any magical lock, certain people can bypass it. Right?
Roll Arcana.
22.
You're familiar with this kind of lock. You've actually used it on some of your equipment before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very much only one person can interact with this magic without destroying what's inside the pouch. So it's definitely locked to someone.
Can any of you open this? Just
I
try.
can give it a try. Sure. I'm also like looking at it from like a disabling device approach. It's a skill I have as a rogue. I think it's really just the use of Thieves' Tool, but I'd like to take a peek at it to see if I can like discern how to disarm the spell or maybe be able to open it. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Roll Arcana for me.
Right. Not great. That's a 12.
Yeah, unfortunately, this isn't any sort of locking mechanism that you are familiar with. Admittedly, you are more familiar with a different kind of magic.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'll try to open it, I guess.
Doesn't budge.
Mm-mm. And I'll pass it to whoever wants to try next.
Pass along.
I think Yenna just puts her hand out, and then we'll also have the sending tone in her other hand, trying to like take here. Whatever we do, you're the only one that knows what the hell they're saying.
Right, yeah. He'll take the sending stone.
Do you try and open the bag, Yenna?
Yeah.
As you try and open the bag, it gives easily.
It's like, Oppa sent
And
me something.
yeah, inside is a hairpin and a note.
Oh. What's the note say?
The note says, was passing by before class got stopped by the police. What the fuck? Why are they around? Use this if you need it. It should hopefully prove useful.
Mm-hmm. I assume this is Balthazar's handwriting.
Oh, it's absolutely Balthazar's handwriting, which
Cool.
is only slightly better than a doctor's handwriting.
Just be like, eh. I'm
But you
gonna
have...
look at. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna look at the hairpin.
It's pretty as far as hairpins go. And absolutely magical.
Yeah, I was like, all right. Bop, 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 bop. Hold on, I'm reading what read order do. Does it just tell me that it is magical? It does. It doesn't tell me anything specific about it. Not
No.
helpful.
You can roll a general arcana check if you would like to try and recognize the magic on it.
I'd love to do that. I have a plus 10 to those. At 28.
Okay. With a 28, this is a hairpin of hiding. It will allow you once a day the ability to disguise yourself, and also offers a +5 to any stealth checks.
Incredible. Just watches Yenna. It's not gonna activate the second I put it on, is it?
No, it did.
Okay.
You recognize that the magic is something that you definitely have to activate.
Okay. Just making sure. She's gonna sort of like giggle to herself, be like, that's clever. She's very pleased as she puts it in her hair. She's just gonna be like, okay, well, we can leave whenever.
Okay, so where are we gonna go again?
That was my question.
There are many hidden places around the school.
Are we trying to go somewhere hidden?
That depends. I don't know what you're trying to do. I'm just trying to offer answers.
Where's Oppa?
Class. He's teaching.
He's actually teaching. Okay.
Well,
He does have a
gets
job.
Yeah, everybody seems to be having a normal time except for us. Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be great somewhere else that we can move from if we do decide to go to class or something, just so we don't have to be cooped up. I mean, they're gonna keep looking for us, I'm sure, if they're any good at their jobs, I suppose.
Are they any good at their job?
I'd be willing to bet if any of us showed up in class, we'd be back here pretty quick, or at least not in class pretty quickly.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys want to return the rock?
Yes.
The weird rock?
Yeah, we can do that at least.
Do that.
And I mean, we can accompany you home too.
That's true. We could just go hide at the manor. It's nicer than this.
That would give us an opportunity to talk with one of the teachers.
True. Yeah.
The only people that we've been allowed to talk to really after this whole situation have been the guards. So it's hard to get a grasp on how anybody else feels about what's going on.
Well, according to the note, the teachers don't seem to know what's going on because he didn't know why there were police around.
Huh.
Old of you to assume he was awake, Yenna.
Hey, that still means that he somehow got to campus and no one informed him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and there was no like missive sent to other professors. Like, by the way, there was a murder.
It
Yeah.
also means that he didn't receive your letter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That I kind of assumed, to be honest.
Mhm.
Between
Okay, so-
Archimedes shrieking and like the gasps abound. So
All right. Yeah. I mean, that's a good start. At least we can figure out if anybody's actually involved in this or if this is just some super weird prank. And she, like, Noelani looks at Tink and Gwyn, like, is this somehow some weird, like, prank on the freshies? Now is the time to unveil it.
I wish that was the case, to be perfectly honest.
Okay. All right. Then, yeah. Um, there's always the window. I assume she's gonna come back with breakfast, and her alarm is probably still on.
I assume we can eat breakfast and then say that we're gonna nap until lunchtime and then leave. Because she said she'd stay in the common room.
Sure.
We could always see if they'd, accompany us in the meantime. She had offered to do that.
That's true.
Yeah, but then, you know, she. I don't know if they tried super hard to get us to go to class, so.
Yes, it's true.
But free pancakes do sound nice.
You hear
Also
a knock
give
at the
us-
door at that point in time, and Yuna's little yell of "Gooba's here!"
Yeah.
and the smell of fresh pancakes wafts through the entire dormitory.
We'll eat our fantasy pancakes from Fantasy
Yeah.
Food
Yeah.
Delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Gwyn is through the door. Free food.
The meal itself is kind of an awkward one. Yuna is trying to be as unobtrusive as possible, but also the bell keeps tolling at strange times outside on the grounds.
Hmm.
So not not in conjunction with class time, it feels.
Roll society for me, Gwyn and Tink.
And do we know what the bell was for? Like, officially, do we know what the bell is for yet, or no?
Noelani, you had assumed that it was the start of the class day. That's what all of your intake papers and your pamphlet and everything had said.
Yeah, I think at like maybe like the second or third time. If it's not timing up with class time, which I'm sure Noelani knows that we take like 3 hour like seminars or whatever it is. Probably pointed out, it's like, is this bell system broken or something? Isn't that off tempo for class change?
With the two society rolls, that's 17 and 19, Tink and Gwyn, it's a little off. Not off enough that it had immediately sprung something at the back of your mind, but the moment that Noelani had mentioned it, you were like, oh no, that is weird. It's definitely not change of class just yet. Lectures should still be going on. I would like you all to roll perception. Sorry. Go ahead,
That's okay.
Julie.
Oh, I was gonna ask if I could do a roll to see if it seems like it's a pattern.
Roll perception.
Okay. Okay. Got it. My nat 20.
Yay!
That means your next one's going to be a 14 again.
Woo!
I mean, probably.
Would anybody else like to roll perception as well?
Tink and
Yeah.
Noelani did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I think Gwynn is rolling.
Yep. Oop.
Yenna, can I get a perception from you?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know it was mandatory roll.
Yeah, it was in everybody. Sorry.
And that one, so it didn't matter.
Damn.
Yenna, you are too taken by all of these pancakes and sweet treats that have just been put in front of you for free.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. And quite honestly, they're great. It is one of the best things that you've eaten since you got to this side of the ocean.
Huzzah.
Tink, you're also just like, one, watching Yenna's enthusiasm, and two, really caught up in just enjoying your own sweets, but also thinking, damn, I'm sure Bar could make them better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wish I was eating a breakfast Belial had prepared.
Mm-hmm.
That's why nobody did the grocery shopping for the.
Yeah. It's true. Noelani, Gwynn, you definitely realize that there is a pattern happening. It's too rhythmic to not be anything else. Yulie, you recognize that pattern.
Okay. What is it?
It is a specific pattern that was used to send coded messages. Think in Morse code terms.
Okay.
Essentially. If you would like to put your heads together to try and decode it, I will require... What laws do you all possess?
Can I use my lore conspiracy?
Right.
Sure, why not?
Please, yes.
Yeah! That's my DM points.
Oh god.
Yeah, my lore is Fae, so.
Oh, guys, I swear to God.
Yeah?
Oh?
Yeah?
Another nat 20. It's another nat 20. It's
Hell
real.
yeah. Hell yeah.
I was gonna take a screenshot to prove it, and then I was like, they'll believe me.
No. We got
I
you.
believe you. I am stunned that right now it's literally been like 420. 420.
Yeah.
Like the dice are high, man. Yeah, blaze it.
I got some 14s in there, but those were the 4s.
With that nat 20, you absolutely know what the coded message is saying. It's a place.
Okay.
It takes a second. You spell it out. Are you writing it down on a piece of paper, or are you just doing this in your head?
I think she would have pulled out a notebook so that everybody could like work together that wanted to.
Okay, you write the first letter and it's an M. The second is an O. That says morgue.
Oh shit.
That's not creepy at all.
I feel like
Are we
Tink
still
just
having
looks
breakfast?
over. Yeah,
Or
Tink just
we
looks
at-
over as you've
yeah,
written
like,
morgue.
where we at? DM, where are we at? Are we mid pancakes? Which is not weird that Yulie would have
Yeah, no, you
pulled
are
out a
absolutely
notebook.
mid pancakes.
But we're mid pancake. Okay, great. Yeah, I think like Noelani pointed that out, and she's like munching on her pancakes. There's scribbling happening over there. So then we're establishing that Tink is maybe over Yulie's shoulder on one side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he might like very gently close the book before Yuna sees that.
Gwynn, I need a will save from you, please.
Oh boy.
Like Gwynn!
Oh no.
It's the pancakes.
Too many pancakes.
Too many pancakes. It makes sense.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yulie absolutely just wrote down Morg in a notebook. That really happened.
I think Yulie's looking around like she didn't do anything weird and then realizes that she did write down something very strange and once again tries to play it cool. Here we go. Performance check. And oh, it was almost a 4. It was a 14. That would have been incredible.
It would have been.
Was it a 14 though?
It's a 14.
Yeah, it's a 14.
Nice, of course.
What can I
Are
say?
your dice writing a code?
Yeah, are we taking down this code?
Yeah,
It's
do
the
your dice
math
also
over
spell out
digital
Morg?
ones, dude. It's math. It's just mathing over here. I'm not part of it.
So, with that performance, Yuna kind of looks across because that book got closed pretty, like, sharpish. And looks over and sees Yulie, not suspicious, but definitely very gingerly clutching a notebook. And he's gonna look at the rest of you.
Yeah.
Are you all trying to be normal about this too?
I mean, I'm being normal eating my pancakes. I didn't
Yeah.
see Morg. I'm just kind of seeing, like periphery that they're just acting up over there.
These kids acting up again.
These kids gestures, yeah.
And Yenna, you're also enjoying your breakfast too?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know that there's a code happening, probably. I'm just like, yay, pancakes!
Gwynn?
Natural 20 on the performance check.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, your flat expression doesn't change.
Normal.
Benefits of a flat affect.
Yeah, it's a very well practiced expression.
Love Gwynn.
Tink, can I get you to roll a performance as well, please?
23, I did.
Oh, so I see. Yeah, Yulie kind of Yulie. Oh my god! First it was Yenna, now it's Yulie. Yuna. Yuna.
Too many Y
Yuna
names.
squints. Too many Y names. Too many. I thought we would have this problem with Quinn, which is why I was like, shoves Quinn aside, shoves the beefling out the door, and it's just been happening with Yuna instead.
It's both of them, man.
Yuna just squints at you all suspiciously, like she thinks something's up, but none of you are acting like something's up. So maybe there isn't something's up, but maybe something is, you know, like that's going through her head right now.
Mhm.
But she turns away to pour more coffee for herself.
This poor lady.
Are you still listening to the bell?
Oh
Yeah.
God, is it still going?
It's still going.
It's so much noise.
I would like to try to mentally take note of whatever is being dinged at us
Okay.
instead of writing it down this time.
That will be a conspiracy at disadvantage unless
Okay.
someone's helping you.
That's fine.
I think if Tink's caught on, he would help. But it's a matter of whether or not he's like.
How can we help
caught
each
onto
other
the
though
crowd.
if we're like trying
Ward-
to not
Ward-
actually talk to each other?
Yeah,
in
Ward
front of
Bank.
Yuna?
Like, get us the letters. We'll decode later.
Yeah, I think it would either be like also trying to listen for it or like tapping it out kind of in response as it happens, like if you missed something kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you're tapping it out, I would like a sleight of hand, but Yulie, you can roll it without disadvantage.
Okay. Sleight of hand thievery?
Thievery, yes. It doesn't track, but that's essentially what we're gonna say you're doing.
What? 18.
Okay.
I'm gonna just put this right there for you guys. That one.
Oh my God.
No.
Thank you for the help though.
We tried.
Oh my God. For chat, Stooks just dropped the screenshot of the nat 1 on us. Oh, okay, all right. With a nat 1, you managed to get some of the letters. And you can form a couple of words from that, but you spell out MEAT.
No. Mm-mm.
And then you think it's a U and an S. And then it just repeats.
Okay, if it's repeating, I don't know. Will you have mercy? Can I try again? When it's
If someone other than Tink
obvious?
helps you, yes, you can roll it at not disadvantage again.
Okay.
I could assist.
I'm honestly down to roll a disadvantage. Anything's better than a nat 1.
It's true. It's
Once
true.
you roll
might get
another nat
letter.
1.
Yeah, you might get
Don't
another
say
letter.
that. I'm trying to help the team, but I'm a grenade.
Which is oddly specific a throwback.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. If I'm rolling at disadvantage, first one was a 16. My second one is a 17. So with a 17, it's a total of 28. Or 16, total of 27.
Nice.
Okay. You hear the bells toll again, and you pick up the words. We know you have the stone.
What the fuck?
Oh.
What?
Wait,
What the
so
fuck?
it's just morgue? We know you have the stone?
It's morgue, meat, MEAT, US, from what you heard last time, and then we know you have the stone.
Damn, that's a lot of bells.
That is a lot of bells.
Yeah,
a lot of bells, man.
It's about midday, guys. You're having a late breakfast. And I don't know if you'll know, but like British cathedral bells can go on for half hour.
It is
Honestly, yeah, you're
truly cacophonous.
Yeah.
The one time I was in London when near Westminster Abbey, I was like, this is too much.
Okay.
I think as we near the end of Pancake, I think probably Noelani's like, well, we were thinking we were just gonna hang out in our rooms, maybe get ahead on our syllabus reading or something. So, do you need us for anything, like, at all?
No, you can do whatever you want to do. You can go and just chill. I'm right here, and I will stay here, and I will try and be as unobtrusive as possible. I will have people coming by later with your lesson plans and some homework. Is that all right? It's the best I could do.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. I don't
Actually,
want to be the cause that you guys don't go to class either.
speaking of, I've actually got a question because yes, the syllabus is coming and yes, assignments are coming, but is there any way to communicate with the teachers regarding who's going to actually be teaching?
As far as I'm aware, the head of the school has sent out missives to all of your professors. Some might come, some might not. I haven't got more information than that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Right. Thank you.
Well, thank you for the pancakes. Yeah. And we will see you later.
Yeah, I mean, I will try and check in every hour or so. Just a wellness check. But I'll, as I said, be as unobtrusive as possible.
Right.
All right. Well, we'll see you in an hour. And like,
See you in an hour.
we're gonna do that walk of shame of like our school bags, being like, okay, I guess I have to put them away because we're not gonna use them.
Which makes Yuna feel all the more guilty. Like, it's quite clear on her face, if any of you guys look at her, that she feels horribly guilty that she's having to lock up you guys. But she doesn't follow you, and it doesn't appear as though she's keeping eyes on you.
Yeah, I think Tink will go to his own room, you know, get as much stuff as he can together without looking like he's going somewhere if she were to glance down the hallway. And then knock on the girls' room.
Gwynn will open the door and be like, come in, I guess.
Yeah.
He'll come in, shut the door.
So what's the plan? I feel like if we leave, we only get one shot because they'll never trust us again.
Right. What was happening at the table with you guys?
Okay. She'll open up her notebook again. So the bells were really strange, right? And I realized that it was probably a code. I don't think I was the only one. So I was trying to figure out what the words were, and I think it was this. Realizing how
Hangman, like, oh, you guys were playing Hangman at the table? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess that answers where we need to go. Unless
I mean, do we want to?
Why?
well, we don't really know. I guess if we were going to return the stone, you know, the person that it really belonged to is probably at this location either way. But
Okay.
if this person knows more about the stone, then we can at least ask why you two were in it.
Right.
Well,
This is insane. Somebody is using the bells to send us a message, but not through the cops, and is asking us to meet them in the morgue.
Yeah, it's not.
It does sound
it's
weird
not
when
great.
you put it like that, huh?
I'd also
You're right.
just
This is probably just weird. She'll shut the notebook.
As a question, DM, how terrified of specifically the morgue?
Roll a will save.
Do you
Yeah.
have the fear of the
No.
morgue in you?
Oh, he really does. That's an 11.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like, you could probably force yourself to go, but you are not going to be happy about it.
I mean, on one hand,
mean-
it could just be a bluff. Who's to say that whoever had it would even think to decode something like that?
Gwyn kind of squints for a moment as if she's recollecting something that she realized she never brought up. It's like, now that I think about it, like, I don't know if they're trying to like allude to the fact that this dead kid had the stone, but I swear I saw someone with it before it rolled out of that room. And I don't know if that means anything or what, but
Who had it?
I think it was the same kid,
some-
wasn't it? DM clarification.
yeah, DM clarification.
DM clarification, Yenna knows that it was the kid who was treating her. Gwyn doesn't know that it's the same person that she saw.
But does Gwyn not know that that person was treating Yenna, or does Gwyn not know that that was the person who died?
Gwyn does not know that that was the person who died.
Oh.
Okay.
There was just someone who died and a stone rolled out. That's as
Right.
that's as far as she got.
I mean,
There's a-
can we connect collectively that it was the same guy?
yeah.
I mean, yeah, Gwyn, you saw him leaving Yenna's
Yeah.
room. So, like,
Okay.
you
Yeah,
can
'cause I was
absolutely
like,
make those connections.
Okay.
I don't think Yenna can get there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. But it was like a student. Like how? Like if it was just students, I don't know if that's necessarily super dangerous. I don't know. I could just go give it back, I guess.
Well, we're not
I mean, I'm the one.
sending you alone.
Well, yeah, this is. I feel like the only people that would be like give us the stone is the murderer, right? That's not paranoia, right?
Tink, I think, as you're speaking, like, just kind of nods along. Like, yeah, I mean, that could be a motive. You know? So they want it for some reason.
So then do we want to try and figure out exactly what it is?
Where
Maybe
could we even start to learn something like that? Would
Well,
your mentor know anything about stuff like this?
I mean, it's a magical item, so he knows more about that than I think literally anybody.
Would it be better to try and go to him instead of go straight to the morgue? That feels slightly less dangerous.
I
Sense?
think if we ask him to meet him in his office, that's probably an option to not get caught and also talk to one adult. I need an adult.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Okay.
are his office hours in your syllabus?
I mean, I'm just gonna send Archimedes to be like emergency.
I mean,
Emergency! I can absolutely Alarm and emergency. You get the
Oh,
impression that
no.
Archimedes would thoroughly enjoy this. If only because it will make Balthazar jump.
Okay, don't embarrass him while he's working. It's one thing when it's at home. It's another thing when he's actually like doing his job.
Archimedes' feathers all flatten and he looks a little chastised.
Oh.
You just be like under chin scritches.
And he leans
Okay.
into them and it's just like, but I do it so well. And you
You
see he does a
do.
little performance where his head turns 360 and his eyes start to glow red.
Oh.
I think we're trying to avoid scaring more students.
Yeah, so I guess you could go ahead and let the professor know, and then we'll make our way to his office. Does that make sense?
I mean, yeah. They're going to be looking for us shortly, though.
Well,
Once we make
she
it
said
back
she'll
in the
check on
hour.
us in an hour, so
Sounds like it's time
How
to
far
go.
away?
The artificing wing, not terribly far.
so
It's about a 5-minute walk.
Yeah.
That's hopefully
Tink would know
closer
that
than the
from
morgue.
experience.
all we have to
Mhm.
figure out is how to get out of Tink's room. That should be easy enough, right?
Oh, yeah, I fucked that window up a long time ago.
Well, there you go.
I love this boy.
Making your way out of the window and across the campus is surprisingly easy. There's hardly anybody around, not even a stray student trying to get to class. The majority of people that you see are uniformed security guards. I would just like a quick stealth check from you all, please.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, easy. Oh, yeah, easy.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
It could be worse. That is true.
Gwynn fades into the background seamlessly.
I was going to say that's 2 of you that have stealth buffs now.
That's without the
Remember
stealth buff.
This
too.
is a
Oh,
this is a
fair.
curve. This is tested on a curve, right?
This is tested on a curve. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, DM, what was the bonus I got again? Was it a
+5.
+4 or +5? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that saves me, but it's better than what I had.
Oh no. To be fair, of all the people that didn't get caught, I think you and I might be the best ones.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, a 19's not terrible. That's not like.
Oh no, I think it's just me. I'm gonna get caught. That's fine.
That's what happens when you've been here 10 years.
Yeah.
Stop being stealthy.
I will say it is tested as a curve, and as a group, you passed.
Oh, good.
Yay!
Like you got a C. Just Tink's over here bringing the curve down. Would any of you like to assist Tink the moment that like you're all creeping through campus? You stop seeing a group of security guards, and Tink immediately kind of makes a yelping noise as he tries to hide.
Yeah. I'll pull it.
think-
I'll pull him. Yeah.
Gwyn might present the medallion to him that she got during class. Just be like, use it.
I think it has 2 more jumps. Yeah.
Oh. What is it exactly? Was your like shadow, your weird shadow thing? What was it?
It's basically a thing that lets you be
Yeah.
sneaky in daylight. And
Okay.
like you can just
I'm so sorry about
or-
my cat right now, guys.
It's
can't-
okay.
I
She's
can't
very
even hear it.
quiet. It's quiet
Yeah.
yelling.
I guarantee you it's not as quiet on stream.
Crisp doing its job.
Yeah, Crisp is crisping her out. Stream is getting the full brunt of Xena.
You said that like it's a bad
She has
thing.
things to
She
say.
has so much to say.
She should be allowed to say it, I think.
She should. It's true.
I mean, I'm not
I
gonna
will
stop
allow
her.
you. I will allow you, Tink, to roll again, or to add. Sorry, to roll again and to add the bonus from the medallion.
And what bonus does the medallion give?
+2, I believe, in broad daylight, was it, Gwynn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, better than my +1 I have currently. Oh, no. No, it's a nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh God.
You guys are like, okay, 3, 2, 1, run for it, and Tink falls over.
No, let them take me away. Go on without me.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
And as you guys are at the other side, and you just see Tink lying down behind you on the ground, having totally eaten dirt, you see that the security guards have seen him. There's a policeman with them too.
Oh
Uh-oh.
god.
Are you kidding me?
Can I use? Yeah, I think so. We have the shadow thing. We also have that, like, dimensional assault, like medallion, basically.
Yes.
Can I use that? Just kind of like bamf
It
over
would
to.
it would take all of your charges for the day.
Yeah, I'll bamf to Tank and bamf us back.
Okay. The security guards are running towards Tink. I would like a dexterity roll, a reflex roll from you, please, to see if you can do it in time.
Flex. A 23.
Sorry, when you spoke, Crispa dropped the re, so it just sounded like you said flex.
Flex.
And then you said 23, and it's like, that was a flex, yes. With a 23, you bamf over. You see the security guards running towards you, but putting a hand on Tink, you bamf back.
Yep.
But the security guards are still coming.
Yeah, that's fine. So now
They're
we're
shouting
back.
amongst themselves, where did they go? Where did they go? You are only around the corner. I would like a reflex save from all of you, please, to see how fast you can run the fuck away.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Why you
God.
leave the weak behind.
We would never. We can't leave the boy.
God.
We need
Look,
the boy.
I am glad this is not athletics. I will take it.
It's not athletics. I'm being very kind and just giving you a reflex roll.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
great.
like,
We're
I
not
just
getting
rolled a
our
-1.
wobbling. We're like, let's go.
Oh, that's not dice rolls.
Okay, I'll allow you to choose between acrobatics or athletics.
Oh wait, it wasn't a reflex roll.
I mean, it was, and I've just changed it.
Oh, I
because
see.
Okay.
I see. I see.
It is fair to do athletics or acrobatics.
Oh,
Got it.
nuts.
Well
Not a huge
then,
difference.
it's the same, but it's acrobatics.
Yeah, mine was actually worse.
Uh-oh. How did it end up worse? You didn't need to re-roll.
Oh, I did re-roll. I guess
You could have
that's
just
why.
added the different.
You're right. You're
Oh.
so right. You're so right.
Yeah, you should totally take the DM on that one and say absolutely I will do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Thank you,
just
DM.
do that. I am a kind and benevolent. Wow, I'm a kind and benevolent God. Except I can't
appreciate
recall
Beloved,
for
a
shit.
beloved God.
Why,
no,
thank
yeah.
you. I'll take
I like
beloved.
Okay, that makes it a 23. Now we're cooking with gas.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for the fuzz.
Oh, God.
That was the weirdest roll I ever did see.
Yeah.
I have a dice tray, and I rolled my little dice, and it rolled and skipped to land perfectly on the edge of the dice tray.
Oh.
Wow.
Sick tricks.
Was
Yeah,
it a
6
good or a
dice
bad
trays.
roll, though?
It was a roll that means Yenna, someone catches the edge of your skirt.
Oh.
Yenna.
I scream.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, I rolled lower than Yenna. I don't want to, put myself on the chopping block or anything.
No, I know.
Okay,
It's
good.
coming.
Okay, good. Fuck.
Okie dokie.
But
Yeah.
Yenna, you feel someone like snatch at the trail of your shirt. They can't hold on to it,
Mm-hmm.
but then you feel them try and grab at one of your braids.
Oh,
Rude.
Rude.
very rude.
Tink, someone has a very solid grip on your hand. Like around your wrist.
Oh no.
It's like, hey, ain't you those kids that are supposed to be under house arrest? Yeah, I know you. We've been seeing pictures of your face. The rest of you are around the corner already.
Yeah, I am now just shrieking unhand me. I do not like having my hair grabbed. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's not great. Let's see here.
I think
from my you go.
Oh, I was just saying, Tink is gonna try and take his hand away. He might punch this guy.
Roll attack.
Sorry. It's not gonna be good, but I think it's more just a flailing to try and get away kind of thing. It's a 17 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
It's a D4. Oh, it's a 4.
You straight up wind back and punch this guy. And am I safe in saying you've probably never straight up punched someone to hurt them in their face before?
I don't think ever successfully. Maybe he's tried before in a very similar situation. But yeah, I don't think he's ever landed a hit that has hurt someone.
Like, you know how to throw a punch. You've been taught. You've been at the school for long enough to have picked up some of the martial arts and lessons. But, oh man, you don't expect a nose to crunch quite like that. Oh no, you did damage. Oh no, there's blood. And this guy yelps, letting you go and stepping back as he clutches his nose.
Yeah.
And it is just bleeding.
And he's just be like, I'm sorry, and run.
In the meantime, can I assist Yenna? Can I cast something at the person holding her?
Of course.
Great. I'd like to cast Daze on whoever this guard person is, and they must make a will save.
What am I trying to beat?
That's a great question. 16.
Okay. That is a fail.
Great. If they fail, they're also stunned, and they take 1d6 plus 1 mental damage. Let me roll that. That's a 3 total damage. They get a headache.
Yeah, you see, Yenna, the person who has got your hair wrapped around their fist right now, immediately winces and just both hands go to their head, letting you go.
Running for my life. What the fuck?
I would like you both to either make an athletics or an acrobatics check, and pass or fail will be whether or not you end up in initiative.
Cool. 17.
Nice. Sorry, I punched a guy that one time.
I think he kind of deserves it. Grabs a girl by their hair. Fuck this guy.
Okay, so that's a 17. And Tink?
Oh, fuck, me too. Sorry.
Yeah, you are both running.
Which was it? Acrobatics.
Either an athletics or an acrobatics. Yes.
We all know I only have one of those. It's 23 acrobatics. We
Nice,
parkour
nice,
out of there.
Yeah.
You're so
Just
cool.
imagining Tink backflipping away.
It is nothing that impressive. Even with a 23, it is nothing that impressive. It's a successfully scrabbling over a wall.
I was gonna say it's the kind of stumble that ends up looking graceful solely because it works and it's real quick.
Yeah. It's called falling with style.
Yenna, you're a little bit behind, but you manage to follow Tink, feeling the whisper of someone trying to grab at you a second time at your back, but you make it away. The guards amongst themselves are just, where'd they go? They fucking ran ahead, didn't they? I tried. Do you see my nose? Do you see what he did to my nose? And one of them's just like, my head really hurts.
We accidentally fucked those guys up.
Yeah, we really did.
It's really by accident.
I will say the only one you didn't attack was the cop. So at least there's that going for you.
Great.
Yikes. That's
You
worse.
are once again together as a group.
Are we
Gwynn
inside
gives-
the artificing wing?
You are inside the spellcasting wing at this point, yes. Like you've all just burst through the door.
Okay, I think Tink will take lead now and just like no longer really be pretending to be stealthy. Like it's very much like a let's just get ourselves into a room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll follow.
Up a creaky staircase of grand dark wood. You walk in turns up and up 3 floors to the artificing wing, where you see several classrooms lined up down the halls with thick blast-proof glass in the windows. You get the impression that a class is definitely being attended in reduced rates today. There are 6 students, Tink, currently packing up their things as you watch this new strange teacher in his purple teacher's robes dismiss the class.
Okay. And there's no one other than us waiting to go in.
No, the other classrooms are all empty, devoid of anybody doing practical work. There are only those 6 students.
Cool. I do think Tink will just nonchalantly let himself in. 'Cause if it's any year, they'd probably recognize him just fine, and I don't think the students have a warrant out for him, so...
Just had a vision of how this campaign could go, and I'm not going to give you guys ideas. Whew, okay, it was terrifying.
Oh no.
We can still get there, don't worry.
Yeah.
Prison
we'll-
Break
we'll-
TV show, except
we'll figure it out.
Hellions.
The class goes quiet, Tink, as you walk in, before someone lets out a tittering laugh. You get the idea that it's a very mean sort of snicker. And someone leans over to one of the other students and is like, is that him? Is that the guy who can't graduate?
He roll his eyes like he hasn't heard this before.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, come on. Laugh it up. Get out of here.
It's not until the last student, still gawking at you like you're some sort of entertainment on the side of the street, leaves, that the tutor actually pays any attention to you. And even then, he's still writing calculations out on the blackboard when he says, it's kind of bold of you to be giving directions in my class, especially when you haven't attended one yet. I know being at the school for a decade probably makes you think that you have a claim to the artificing rooms. But last I checked, I was the professor.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I, Yenna, I guess we should go. I don't think he wants to see you.
He says to the open door.
Yeah, I just like burst in. is probably crying. Not gonna lie, not happy. Had her hair pulled, and is just gonna run at him.
There is a soft sigh, but he's definitely gonna open his arms and give you a hug.
The security guards here suck.
You get kind of hoisted off your feet and set onto the desk as he just pats your head.
It's like showing him the braid that's probably fucked up now because of being grabbed. It's like, then grab my hair.
Well, they shouldn't have done that. And
They're
he's
trying
very
to
carefully.
detain us.
They tried to detain you.
Yeah, they think we're like murderers or something.
This is getting way beyond my pay grade real fast. He's very gently, while saying all of this, undoing your braid and redoing it so that it's neat again.
Oh, baby man, love him.
I'm guessing we will all usher inside and Tink will
Yeah, I
shut
think
and lock the door.
Noelani is maybe like one of the last ones in. It's like, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
That's fine. It looks like it was a planned interruption. And he pauses as you lock the door and he immediately stands up straight like, what is this?
We sent the owl ahead.
Archimedes? I haven't seen him. He hasn't made it here.
Oh no. A lot has happened. Archimedes may have knocked out a security guard to get a sending stone, and so he might be in trouble too.
Let me get this straight. You had Archimedes commit a crime.
Or
did he choose to do it?
Yes.
Yes to which?
To be fair, he offered, and it was only a security sending stone, which is like barely even an authority.
I didn't think that he was going to attack a guy. I thought he was just going to like take one. Which we only need to have happen because they're trying to hold us in the dorms and they like weren't getting a message to you to let you know where you were at. And then Archimedes told me that you were really worried. So then we kind of like needed to get to you.
Yeah, we might be prime suspects to a murder that we didn't commit. We've been given very unclear instructions.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna like pull Yulie up to like the foreground and be like, and then she figured out that the bells are a code, and then the code is that we're supposed to meet some like shady guy down in the morgue who wants this rock back, and then the rock is like very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think the person that's in the morgue is the actual murderer.
Tink's
a very
nodding
long
in the background.
silence.
Yeah.
As she says this, he's like, yeah, this is making perfect sense.
Anyways, the rock is super weird, and the rock has like a recording in it, and then this guy, the super senior, was able to like make it so that the like recording played, and it has these two in it and point to them. It's like I don't.
But they look weird.
Yeah, they look weird.
Okay,
Yulie like, is bright red from all of the eyes.
Take a breath, you're fine.
I don't feel fine. I just got grabbed by like a weird guy.
No, I mean, of course you don't feel fine, but I mean, you see he stops and he just pauses and seems to check himself in the way that he's speaking. It's like, you are safe in this room.
Which is why I locked the door.
Mm.
Still a very worrying thing to do when I don't know you from Adam.
He shrugs.
I can see why people might think you've murdered someone.
I think he's just.
I don't think so.
All I'm saying is it's creepy behavior.
He's not creepy. He's just weird.
It's not on purpose.
That I think is the first thing that someone said to him that he's like genuinely looked a little hurt by. That is the first like insult that does not just like roll off his back.
Okay, we're all going to sit down. We're all going to take a breath. And you're going to go over again and tell me what happened. Specifically, you're going to show me the stone. And that is where we are going to leave today's session.
We finally met the man.
Vash.
We met the dude.
Boy, we met
It's a
him.
perfectly normal man.
We finally met the perfectly normal man
That you've never met before.
that we've never met before
No,
in our
never.
lives.
Yeah.
I
Never
have.
before in your lives.
Oh yeah,
Well,
you
apart from
you
Yenna.
have. No,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's very fair. Thank you everybody for joining us for episode 7.
Yeah.
Especially considering all of the technical difficulties that we had in the first
Yeah.
part of this. We really appreciate you guys sticking around. But yeah, thank you, and we will be back. Not next week. We are taking a week off, but we will be back the week after for another episode of Hellions.
Hooray.
Until then, if you are new to Hellions in general, we have our past episodes up on YouTube for you to take a look at. And I hope that you enjoyed and had a good time. Thank you as well for the copious amount of follows that we got and subscribers. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you'd like to spend more time with us, you can join the Discord, where we continue to talk about Hellions and Hellions adjacent things.
Lovely.
Yeah. But see you guys next time.
See you next
Bye.
week. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye.
No. Hello. Once again, it is me. Just as I am turning on our little music and stuff to play you guys out. Yeah, thank you so much for coming and sticking around today. Especially, like, so many people stuck around from the raid, even though we were having, like we said earlier, crazy technical difficulties. The dropped frames have gone from 65% down to 5.1%. We dropped them all right at the beginning there. So thank you so much. If you did miss the start of the stream, which I think everyone did, I am going to upload from the recording this week instead of from the stream. So yeah, I'm going to try and get both of those up on YouTube ASAP. I am also going to be away next week, so fingers crossed. But yeah, otherwise, I'm going to throw you guys over. Ooh, one of my friends who is a really, really cute VTuber. Her name is Palea Raptor. She is doing a little test stream, testing some new redemptions. So why don't you guys go, like, test some cute little things? I'm sure they're all super goofy and memey, because that is kind of her thing. So awesome. I hope everyone has a lovely stream. Oh, or had a lovely stream. And thank you so much to Misha Rebo, Smushy Doodles, and Oliver Flow Error for the subs today so we could reach our sub goal. That was really sweet and fun. And we also reached a follower goal today, so that was really cool too. So thank you all so much for coming. Thanks for sticking around, and hopefully we will see you in 2 weeks. All right. Yeah, stick around if you want to join the raid. Bye-bye.